let's talk about the Eagles and Cowboys, because that's another game with some playoff implications for at least one team. The Cowboys, like I said, they're coming off that embarrassing loss to the Cardinals. I only say embarrassing because the Cardinals were in a funk. The Cowboys just came in with no energy, no level of urgency. They had an opportunity at the 1 seed if they played it right. A slim opportunity, but they had an opportunity at the 1 seed, and they didn't even necessarily come out with that same vigor to go after and pursue it that you would like. And this is just a thing. Is it coaching? Is it Mike McCarthy? Is Dak the right guy? Is their defense a paper tiger? There's a lot of questions that the Cowboys have left on the table because they were not able to just do what they need to do and beat a good team. Because again, just looking at that schedule, we went through their schedule last week. It went through the wins, went through the losses, and the losses are against a lot of good teams to average teams, and the wins are against a lot of bad teams. So what are the Cowboys? Are they a good team? Are they a bad team? We know the record says they're a good team, but if they go into a matchup against a good team in the playoffs, which, spoiler alert, the playoffs have a lot of good teams, how will they do? How far can they go?
Not only that, the Cowboys, if they want to run through the gauntlet of the NFC, they have to go through 3 good teams, because Sunday was what I like to call market correction day, which is the entire season. The Dallas Cowboys have been the 4 seed in the NFC. They have been on a collision course for the 4 seed in the NFC. Why? Because the Cardinals were better than them, because the Packers were better than them, because the Bucs were better than them. Then the Cardinals got hurt. The Rams started playing better. The Cowboys were on a collision course for 4th seed in the NFC, play the 5 seed, who is probably going to be the NFC West team that doesn't win the division. And it's going to be a really fun game. It's going to be really fun to watch that game. And it looked like the Cowboys, like you said, had a chance to be the 1 seed. That would have made no sense. It'd be like the Titans being the 1 seed in the AFC right now. That doesn't make any sense. But the Cowboys are going to be the 4 seed, like we thought it was going to be since October. They'd been on that collision course. They've had a great season. They're going to be the 4 seed, and they're going to, well, according to me, because I had the Rams winning, they're going to play the Cardinals in that wild card game. And if they beat the Cardinals, they'll go get stomped at Lambeau. If they lose to the Cardinals, they lose to the Cardinals. It's a fairly even matchup. That's market correction for the Cowboys. The Cowboys are a 2nd round exit type of team. The Cowboys expect to lose in the 2nd round this year. I think reasonably the Cowboys should expect to win a playoff game and lose in the 2nd round, similarly to what they did. I think it was 3 years ago now when they beat the Seahawks with that game where Dak Prescott dove the ball over the goal line. And then the week after that, CJ Anderson had 200 rushing yards against them or something.
Correct me if I'm wrong here. Have the Cowboys not even made an NFC Championship game in close to 30 years at this point?
You would be correct. The Dallas Cowboys have not done that. And the thing with the Dallas Cowboys, and this was something that just made me absolutely just stop in my tracks. I watched 1 episode of Hard Knocks this year. I watched 1 episode. And when Dak Prescott and Zeke Elliott did the episode together at the beginning, and they said this was year 6 together, I had a mini midlife crisis moment, because I'm like, this can't be year 6 of Dak and Zeke. They were the 1 seed as rookies together. They were one Aaron Rodgers toe-tapping pass from being in the Super Bowl. It can't be 6 years of Dak and Zeke, and it's been 6 years of Dak and Zeke. It feels like they've been basically the same team for about 5 years now. They've basically been kind of the same team with ebbs and flows. Like last year, Dak shatters his ankle and they go 6-10. So to answer your question, who are the Dallas Cowboys? The Cowboys are exactly who the Cowboys have been, because it's the exact same team from 3 years ago. Yes, the guys are a little bit older. Amari Cooper's not the same receiver he once was, but just add CeeDee Lamb into the mix, and now you've got a super dynamic offense, and it's still Kellen Moore as the offensive coordinator. DeMarcus Lawrence isn't the player he once was. Well, let's just slide Micah Parsons in there. Jalen Smith isn't the same player he was. Let's just slide Leighton Vander Esch in there. The Cowboys are basically the same team they've been for the past 4 years, and I think they're going to beat the Philadelphia Eagles on Sunday, get the number 4 seed in the NFC playoffs. And if the 49ers do beat the Rams, the Cowboys have a ballpark chance of sliding into the number 2 seed if the Buccaneers lose to the Carolina Panthers.
So not bloody likely there.
Nope.
What I would say here is, by the way, you missed a perfect opportunity to quote the late Dennis Green there. They are who we thought they were.
Yep.
And I will say, though, Micah Parsons, he is showing up currently as out on this injury report. So that might be a big, interesting story to take a look at here. Obviously, the soon-to-be defensive rookie of the year, Micah Parsons, not being in that starting lineup. Quite a bit of a hit to that Dallas Cowboys defense, I would say there. The last time these teams played, it was, I believe, a Monday night game, and they didn't even look like they were in the same ballpark as each other.
Wait a minute. Was that the game where Jalen Hurts said you just have to flush the poop and move on? Is that the game I'm thinking of?
The Eagles have given us a lot of great press conferences this year. I do tend to lose track of when they happen. Like, we start off the year with Nick Sirianni just stumbling his way through his opening press conference. Then we get that great Jalen Hurts gem, as you mentioned. And also, I gotta say, I haven't personally heard this one. I've only seen the quotes here, but Nick Sirianni also talked about looking at Flowers or something like that. Well, since the Flowers speech, they've really come on strong. And, it's weird. I feel like I've grown a level of attachment to this Eagles team as they've kind of came out of nowhere and risen to being obviously a playoff team this year. Like you had to say, Nick Sirianni, for all his faults, all the jokes at his expense, he should be firmly in that coach of the year discussion, just given what the Eagles have done this season.
Oh, God. Oh, no.
I know it sounds like a weird thing, but
no,
I was talking about this team like a 4-win team heading into
I was too. I didn't know what to do with them at the start of the year, but I was looking around. I'm like, are they tanking? Like, they could be a team you argue is tanking, but they didn't get rid of anyone other than Carson Wentz this offseason. Like, they had a chance to get rid of everyone. Like, Miles Sanders is a free agent at the end of the year. Brandon Graham's a free agent at the end of the year. Fletcher Cox still has value. I was just kind of confused what they were. And then they signed Steven Nelson, like right before the season started. I was like, I don't know what to do with them at this point. And in fairness, the reason the Eagles are in the playoffs is because, unlike all of the other teams in the bottomless pit of hell that is the NFC 7th seed, they're like 8-1 against teams that are below 500. So they happen to play an NFC East schedule that was really easy and didn't have any of those weird losses to like the Lions or the Falcons. So
their Giants loss was pretty bad, though.
But that's the one.
Their Giants loss,
but that's the only one, though.
that one, though, like three. See, that's where it comes down to, how do the Eagles win ball games? The Eagles win ball games by Jalen Hurts not turning over the football, because when they lost to the Giants, 3 interceptions, like 100 passing yards. It was a terrible performance there.
They win because they play in the same division as the Giants and Washington, and they're able to go 3-1 against the Giants and Washington. Hey. And also, there's only 5 good teams in the NFC.
Yeah, and I'm not convinced even the Cowboys may be one of them. So you know what? Screw it. I'm going with the Eagles too. Just going like across the board here. Just we're here to fight on this one, Kyle. I'm going with the Eagles. You know what?
I'm either going to win by 7 or lose by 3. I'm going to be so pissed.
They're 7-point underdogs at this one. Actually, before I so boldly proclaim that, I kind of wondered Eagles' motivations in this game. They don't really have anything to benefit from it. Nah, it's the Cowboys. It's the Cowboys. I feel as though the Eagles are one of those teams like, you kind of
I would say
for that one.
I would say the Cowboys have nothing to play for, but this game is now flexed onto Saturday. So the Cowboys don't technically know if Tampa Bay or Carolina is going to do some dumb shit and Tom Brady's going to throw 4 interceptions. But
I love the new NFL flexing policy. Very sneaky, sis.
Yeah. Why are Chiefs Bronco? Why is Vic Fangio on my TV on primetime? Explain this to me, NFL. I demand an explanation. Why are you putting Vic Fangio on my guy and Drew Lock, by the way, Vic Fangio and Drew Lock on my primetime television? Why are you doing this?
Because they know that you'll be watching anyway, that you're a lock to tune in.
You know what? No, piss off, NFL. I will not watch. I as much as I love Patrick Mahomes, as much as I love the Chiefs, who you're screwing out of the number 1 seed. I don't know how your tiebreakers work, but in no world should the Titans be the 1 seed over the Chiefs.
Well, hold up here. If you're saying they're screwing over the Chiefs because of tiebreakers, the Titans did beat the Chiefs, my friend, by a lot to a little.
The Chiefs should also be 13-3, and the Titans should be 9-7.
Kyle, say it with me. By a lot to a little.
It was, yes, but also the Chiefs are a 13-3 team on paper, and the Titans are the Titans. So
you know what you can do with the paper? This is what paper is.
You're gonna rip it. Yeah.
I'm actually gonna Kobe. See, that went in.